Welcome to another exciting edition of the $1 Million Peddlers. I'm Papergoy, and this is a bonus Monday video that's going up. And I kind of thought of this because, as a lot of people that watch our channel regularly know, I'm trying to transition into original art. I've gone to Heritage online, Heritage a few times and purchased original art and listed it and had some success of selling it. Still haven't made my money back, but I'm investing for the long term, and I've made money on all of the original art that I've purchased, and I'm learning as time goes along, and it's kind of neat, and I try to show those at the end of Bolo videos if I'm able to sell anything. So art is an entire area that I just really do not know a lot about, so I'm trying to learn a little bit about it. We've all got our taste as to what we feel is good. There are people out there that like something like Jackson Pollock, which I'll be honest, I just don't really get. That being said, I've got a couple of pieces of abstract art hanging on my wall of my house that I've picked up while I've been out there sourcing that just kind of caught my eye. So I guess it's all in the eye of the beholder. Other people like the still life. Other people like the religious themes, etc., etc. Now, the artwork that I'm tending to sell that I pick up from Heritage tends to either have a comic book theme to it or a historical theme to it, which kind of ties into what I have up on Papergoy as well. So been doing a lot of research on it, and I'm happy with the progress I'm making. But that being said, sometimes it's daunting because I can't say as I necessarily always understand the secondhand art market. Or even the first-hand art market for that matter. And I'm going to show you what I mean by that. Now, you go up over here to this headline from the New York Post. Artist sells invisible sculpture for over $18,000. So if you read through an invisible sculpture for $18,000 and had to give a certificate of authenticity to prove it's real, which is, on the one hand, it's good, but on the other hand, you get into the situation that I've always laughed about certificates of authenticity for, die-cast cars and that kind of stuff. Well, of course it's real from the Franklin Mint. It's not like I'm in my basement making up Franklin Mint cars. This is a sculpture that this artist has done, so the fact he has to give a certificate, I find that kind of interesting. If you read through over here, they thought it was going to go between $7,000 and $11,000, and it went for $18,000. And I have to be honest, as an outsider to the art world, I hate to say it this way, but it seems ridiculous to me. As he said, it is a work that asks you to activate the power of the imagination, a power that anyone has, even those who don't believe they have it. So, those are all inspiring words and everything, but I'll be honest, I'm not sure if I would pay $18,000 for an invisible sculpture. If you read through the article, there are some rules if you purchased it. For example, you're not to shine a direct light on it. You need to have a 5x5 space available to show it. And it also is not allowed to be shown in a public showing. So you cannot lend your invisible sculpture to a library or a museum or anything like that. You can only have the invisible sculpture at your house in a 5x5 area. And again, please do not shine a light on it. He does not want that. So I realize when I read articles like this that I have an awful lot to learn, because personally, if I saw an invisible sculpture, I don't believe I'd give you $380 for it, let alone $18,000. Yet multiple people bid on it and thought that it was worth $18,000. So please bear with me as I go on this journey, because there's so much that I still need to learn about artwork and the art world and selling art and the like. And I don't, honestly, I guess the biggest thing that bothers me is I don't know how many opportunities I've passed by at the flea markets, the estate sales, church sales, and all that kind of thing, because I don't know how many invisible sculptures there were there for sale that I just walked right by and didn't even notice. I mean, luckily I didn't trip over any or anything like that. So hopefully this has enlightened you some, and hopefully you found this video helpful and you understand how difficult it is to try to get into the journey of selling art. Just so much for me to learn, and again, it's overwhelming at times. So we will see you next video. Have a good day.